I have therefore chosen this time and place to discuss a topic on which ignorance too often abounds, and the truth too rarely perceived, and that is the most important topic on earth, peace. What kind of a peace do I mean, and what kind of a peace do we seek? Not a Pax Americana, enforced on the world by American weapons of war. Not the peace of the grave or the security of the slave. I am talking about genuine peace, the kind of peace that makes life on earth worth living.
Certainly the American University speech was a break with the prevailing wisdom and a break with the establishment, what the establishment view of the Cold War was, and whether or not we could survive and live with the Soviets.
Every thoughtful citizen who despairs of war and wishes to bring peace should begin by looking inward, by examining his own attitude towards the possibilities of peace, towards the Soviet Union, towards the course of the Cold War, and towards freedom and peace here at home. First, examine our attitude towards peace itself. Too many of us think it is impossible. Too many think it is unreal. But that is a dangerous, defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion that war is inevitable, that mankind is doomed, that we are gripped by forces we cannot control. We need not accept that view. Our problems are man-made. Therefore, they can be solved by man.
When Kennedy delivered his speech at American University, he provided a signal to the Soviet people that there could be a new beginning.
To make clear our good faith and solemn convictions on this matter, I now declare that the United States does not propose to conduct nuclear tests in the atmosphere so long as other states do not do so. We will not be the first to resume. Such a declaration is no substitute for a formal binding treaty, but I hope it will help us achieve one.
In short, Kennedy made an advance towards Khrushchev, toward the need for more discussions and for a closer relationship between the two. And that did not fall on deaf ears, I can assure you.
My father's respect to the Kennedy grew through this speech, especially for the Cuban Missile Crisis. My father repeatedly said, we are very different. We defend our systems on the both sides are different. We have one in common. We want to prevent the war, and I can deal with the present Kennedy.
I think the American University speech was a milestone in international relations. There's no question about it. With a little diplomacy and Kennedy style, he brought Khrushchev around. We have a test ban treaty today.
Many have argued that the limited nuclear test ban treaty was Kennedy's greatest accomplishment as president. How this achievement would rank had Kennedy lived and been permitted to fulfill his other foreign policy initiatives is difficult to measure.
In October of 1963, President Kennedy made a decision to bring the then existing U.S. forces in Vietnam out over a certain timetable. National Security Action Memorandum 263 was a decision document that basically
he told the military we should never go in.
Approval to bring out the 17,000 or so U.S. forces,
among other things.
Vietnam at that time. The first 1,000 would be withdrawn by the end
And
of
leadership and profiles and courage.
The remainder would be out by the end of 63.
How about now?